I'm going to show you how to make delicious pizza dough that your whole family will love. First off, you need a packet of yeast and then a cup and 1/4 of warm water to help activate that yeast. And then once you put your yeast in your water, you're going to give it a good stir and then leave it for 10 minutes to activate. And while that's doing its thing, we're going to get the dough ready. So I'm going to be using self-rising flour today, but you could just use all-purpose flour or pizza flour. Any kind of flour works in my opinion. But today I am using self-rising flour. You're going to want to scoop 3 cups of flour into your bowl. Then next you're going to add about a tablespoon of salt. I measured this with my hand, but you can use a measuring scoop, whatever you prefer. And then once the 10 minutes is up, you're going to add your yeast into the flour. And then once that is poured, we are going to add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And yes, I just eyeballed it when I poured it in, but you can do what you prefer. Now I'm going to go in with a spoon and mix it up. I do this until it's firm enough to where I can place it on my table and start kneading it. Shortly here, you will see me knead it just inside the bowl. Once again, I do this until it's not sticky, so that way I don't have to deal with any type of dough sticking to my table, because super sticky dough, pulling it off a table or cleaning off a table isn't really fun, so I try to avoid it as best as possible. Now, like I said, now I'm going to switch over to my hands. Since it's not super sticky, I can start working it with my hands, because doing your hands versus a spoon is a lot easier. But I'm going to do this for a few minutes inside the bowl, then I'm going to take it out and finish it on the table. But overall, kneading your dough should be roughly 8 minutes long. Alright, now it's ready to be placed on the table. Now I highly recommend putting flour down on the table so the dough does not stick. It shouldn't be super sticky at this point, but it's always good to just put flour down before kneading your dough on the table. Alright, and this is what your dough should look like when you are all done. Now you're going to put it in a bowl and let it rise for about 30 minutes to an hour. Now I recommend waiting an hour, but if you're impatient, 30 minutes, it will still taste just as good. Now I'm putting olive oil on tin foil because this is where I will be putting my pizza since I don't have a pizza pan. But if you have a pizza pan, I still recommend oiling it just to avoid any sticking. And then this recipe does make two 12-inch pizzas, so I did cut the dough in half. Now I'm going to be working this dough into my pizza shape. Now I do put olive oil on it while I'm trying to make my round pizza. I'm not a professional at this point and I definitely need to work on it, so I just do the best I can. Because no matter if it's a circle or a square, it's going to taste great either way. But in this video, I get it pretty good. Alright, now that I'm all done getting it to a nice circle, I'm going to add my pepperoni and my pizza sauce. This is the pepperoni and pizza sauce I'm using for this video. I'm just going to pour out the pizza sauce, then use the spoon to kind of even it out, and then I will take my pepperonis and place them throughout the pizza. And now that that's done, I'm going to add my mozzarella cheese just all over the pizza. I'm going to use roughly half this bag, and then I'm going to place it at the oven at 400 degrees, and I'm going to cook it for about 20 to 25 minutes. Alright, this is what the pizza looks like when I just put it in the stove, and then the next clip will be when it's completely finished and I pull it out. I hope you guys enjoyed this pizza dough recipe, and let me know if you try it out and if you like it. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.